Welcome back, everyone. This is Otaku in the Queen City, coming to you live from the beautiful Queen City yet again, bringing you the content you've been waiting for since Tuesday. Even though last week's phenomenal episode was pretty hard to top, I will say I was very happy with this most recent story arc involving yet another one of the fine young men of the Kansei U track team. Here's my prediction. My prediction is that this episode will begin a bigger series that will delve deeper into each of the individuals that we have yet to really flesh out. We already went over the depth and growth of characters like Kakeru, King, and Prince, but we still don't know much about the others like the JoJos and Yuki. This episode does this treatment to Shindo, a character that I myself have always been pretty curious about. He is next on the list of yet another episode that will show how running turns boys into men. Have you ever run in the rain? It is not easy. You feel heavier, it is harder to see, it's colder, and it just slows you down in general. It is not fun. Now imagine running at race pace in the rain. The 11th episode starts up at a torrential track meet in which Musa and the JoJo twins have just acquired the qualifying 5K time of sub 16:30. Unfortunately for Shindo and Yuki though, they did not, and they are actually pretty far behind the others as well. This episode promises to further analyze the journey of this side of the team, focusing on Sugiyama Takashi, also known as Shindo, the younger looking guy whose name literally bears the kanji for God and child. We will see just how this episode unfolds the backstory and drive for the godchild that is Shindo. As always, plenty of man service in this show, needless to say. Just like its elder cousin, Haikyuu, Kaze has absolutely no shame in displaying its pride in many ways, shapes, and forms. After all, a wise man once said, "Ass is the source of life." These man service scenes not only cater towards a certain audience though, these types of settings are key to team bonding. I mean, if a bunch of guys aren't naked together, then how in the hell are they ever gonna grow closer? Meaningful discussions can be made in settings like this, as it is evident with Haiji talking to his comrades. At the end of the scene, Shindo makes it more than obvious that he will be the MC for this episode. Apparently, though, we have yet to see Shindo's girlfriend. I remember the guys briefly saying he had one, but we still haven't seen her yet, have we? Wait, have we? Who is this girl exactly? Does she even exist? Even though Haiji's okay now, I'm still not sold on the idea that he is all fine and dandy. He clearly has some sort of health issue. Not only did we see he underwent rigorous physical therapy and he collapsed from fatigue 2 episodes ago, he is also scarred at the quadriceps, something that we have seen from day 1, episode 1. Interestingly enough, the guys suspect that Kazuma Fujioka referred to them in the interview that he had at that track meet a couple episodes back. There is no doubt that he was referring to them in this piece. Even more strong runners hiding in the Kanto region. He saw the way that Kakeru and others ran at the Tokyo Sports University meet. He believes that they will be ready by the time the Hakone Ekiden qualifier takes place. But will they? Half the team still has yet to qualify. Kakeru and Haiji even discuss the matter yet again in their daily kitchen talk. Stress, anxiety, and pressure will no doubt take over the atmosphere of this team if they want to even make it to the qualifier for the Hakone Ekiden. Now this whole second half of the episode really focuses on Shindo at this point. To boost moral support and fandom, Shindo, Nico-chan Senpai, and others team up to develop a website to help bring attention to the Kansei U track team. In the wake of Shindo's hyper-focused attitude, hard work, and dedication, he actually causes his girlfriend to break up with him. You know, the mysterious girlfriend whom we never got to see and whom, when we did finally get to see, we didn't actually get to see. At first, it may have seemed like Shindo was sort of depressed over this, but it actually lights a fire in him, for he is now more hyper-focused than ever before. When an ex-girlfriend and I ended things in college when I was in the middle of one of the most important track and field seasons of my life, I was in the same boat. When the anxiety of a dying relationship and poor quality romance left my life, I was angry yet relieved, and I took it out on the track, the trails, the hills, and the 3K steeplechase, the running and jumping race that I eventually won for our conference. This relieving feeling catapulted Shindo into a drive that was more powerful than ever. Coach Kakeru and the others noticed how hardworking Shindo has been lately, so they helped him with his running form and they had him hop on his family's old treadmill for some good old-fashioned practice and improvement. This guy is a class act. He is, after all, the godchild. He grew up in rural mountainous Japan, raised in a hardworking farmer family. He is humble, he is hardworking, he's got his shit together, and he is strong. He may not want to acknowledge that he is strong, but he is strong. He is, after all, the man who single-handedly started this team up again. He is not the guy to let a minor breakup ruin his college running career. He's the type of guy to work hard until he falls asleep with a smile on his face. This is further proven when Shindo and the others wake up to a blooming fandom being started online, all because of his hard work, his talent, and his dedication building that website for the Kansei U track team. With this newfound motivation, the team goes on a run through the nearby shopping arcade to promote their cause, even picking up Hana along the way. As Kakeru runs by this group, it grabs the attention of a mysterious man, who at first I had no idea was, but then realized that he is Kakeru's former coach. At least this may be who he is. As I recall in a previous episode, this man was yelling at some of Kakeru's teammates, and Kakeru looked pretty disturbed from it. Not only could this guy be Kakeru's coach, he may as well even be his dad. In the very ending of this episode, we see the guys getting riled up and ready for the next track meet. Sakaki shows up yet again to fuel the fire that inevitably will burn him to a smoldering ash, and the mysterious man appears in both the final scene and the preview for the next N12th episode, Summer Prank. I look forward to this next episode. I look forward as always to see where this win takes us on this emotional roller coaster. Well, this show is at a major turning point, everyone. It's roughly about halfway over, and I have been enjoying every single moment of it. I've been so blessed to have been given the time, the talent, the patience, and the attention to detail to be able to talk about it with everyone on a weekly basis. I do look so forward to seeing how this plays out, and I promise I will stay on this until the end, until the last episode airs on Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. And even when I am done talking about Kaze in March, I will still have a lot to give you guys. I believe in providing great content to all my dedicated fans. Thank you so much again for watching, everyone, and please remember to support me. If you like my videos and like what I talk about, please be sure to like and subscribe the content of my YouTube channel, Queen City Otaku. You can follow me on Twitter at RealCLTOtaku to listen to more of what I say and to see more of what I do. And hey everyone, work hard this week, play hard this weekend, run hard tomorrow morning, and just like the Godchild, stay strong. See you next time.